If I can do it, anybody can do it. I started smoking pot when I was 11 years old. By the time I was 14, I was smoking pot every single day. By the time I was 16, I was going to the bar on Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night, just getting drunk out of my head, doing a lot of bad stuff, a lot of dangerous stuff, driving drunk, all kinds of crazy things. That continued on for many years. Eventually it came to the point where I just couldn't stand life anymore. I couldn't stand living. I hated myself. I hated everybody else. I was lonely, isolated, depressed, fearful, resentment. But you know, I was going to college. I was in college. I worked. I thought, how could I possibly be an alcoholic? An alcoholic was always somebody that wasn't me. But eventually I went to an inpatient treatment center, and my life got totally turned around. I went from being miserable and unhappy and hating myself to being happy and having peace of mind. After I got out of treatment, I decided to go back to school and work in the chemical dependency field. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because if I can get sober, anybody can get sober. I worked at two of the best treatment centers in the country for a total of 7 years. After that, I worked at an intensive outpatient program for 2 years. Then I was hired to provide relapse prevention therapy to impaired nurses. They required the nurses to attend the relapse prevention therapy meetings once a week for a minimum of 3 years and up to 5 years, depending on their history. They felt that this was an important component of their sobriety and their recovery. And I worked with many people, hundreds of people, and many of them have stayed sober and have healthy, successful, productive lives. My life is great today. I've been married for over 27 years. I'm super successful. I love life. I enjoy life. I love people today. I love myself. I love my wife. I love my children. I love meeting people. And life couldn't be better. No more of that self-pity, self-hatred, self-loathing, low self-esteem. All these things have vanished. I still struggle from time to time with little bits and pieces of them, but my life is totally different than it was. And it's important to find out what are the things that it takes in order to get into a healthy, successful, happy, joyful frame of mind. What does it take to grow and develop mentally, emotionally, and spiritually so that you no longer need drugs? Matter of fact, you no longer even want drugs or alcohol because life is good and you've developed healthy coping skills, how to deal with the struggles and pains of life without the need to pick up a drink or a drug, how to handle being successful without the need to pick up a drink or a drug. So this is why I'm sharing this with you. Thank you for watching. And remember, God loves you and so do I. Have a great day.